Today in Portland, Oregon, a women's treatment center shuts its doors for good after an abrupt service halt. Dozens of patients left scrambling. Housing leadership shakes up. City council hunts for missing millions. Schools face a brutal shortfall. And the mayor's budget swings the axe while tossing a few lifelines. Buckle up. I'm Vixie Steele. This is Loud and Local in Portland. Let's get into it. First up, something I'm already pissed off about. VOA Oregon has permanently closed its women's residential treatment centre in northeast Portland, announced in April. That's the facility over on the Multnomah campus of Jessup University. Services were abruptly halted, with nearly 50 patients discharged in one go. Complaints are now filed with the Oregon Health Authority, and state folks are looking at what the hell happened. Honestly, it's a bloody disgrace how vulnerable patients are left in the lurch like that. Here's what we know. VOA Oregon bought a building in 2021 for $3.5 million. Then came required upgrades, more costs, more pressure. Look, treatment centres don't run on wishes. You need stable funding, trained staff and safe facilities. But the second the money math stops working, the people who rely on the care get slammed with the fallout. Financial strain is real. Still, you don't yank the rug and call it a day. You plan transitions, coordinate placements, and communicate like grown-ups. Instead, we get a mess, OHA complaints, and ethical questions no one should be asking in the middle of someone's recovery. This isn't just one facility. It's a flashing red sign that treatment programs are hanging on by threads, squeezed by costs and regulations without the stable dollars to match. Patients are not line items. They are people in crisis. And yeah, no, I don't care how nice the budget spreadsheet looks. If people are being booted abruptly, something is broken upstream. Fix it. Moving on before I break something. Home Forward CEO Ivory Matthews is resigning effective in May after scrutiny over travel expenses on public funds. Timing could not be worse, mate. We've got a brutal homelessness crisis and public housing vacancies to fill, and the top chair is changing hands. Michael Borne, currently the interim director over at the Portland Housing Bureau, will step in to temporarily lead Home Forward. Let's be clear, Home Forward's not small potatoes. It provides housing vouchers and rent assistance for over 16,000 households every year. That is massive. The pressure now is simple and not negotiable. Improve accountability, fill those empty units, get occupancy rates up, and focus spending where it helps tenants actually live indoors. When you're using public dollars, perception matters. Travel choices, optics, priorities, all of it. If the public thinks you're not laser focused on housing people, trust evaporates. Transparency and results, please. No excuses. And now on to another disaster. Portland City Council hauled in administrators for an oversight hearing in late April to ask the question we all had. Where the hell were the undeclared housing dollars hiding? Nearly $21 million in unspent funds were discovered right before a November 2025 budget adjustment vote. Jesus Christ, you don't just misplace that. That's not a fiver lost in the couch. What did we learn? There was a communication bottleneck inside the city's machinery. The process jammed. The message never made it to council when it should have. Meanwhile, programs starve, timelines slip, and community partners are told there's no money. Then poof, here's the cash, right before a vote. Unbelievable, but not surprising. Transparency isn't optional, folks. It's the bare minimum. If you want public trust, stop guarding spreadsheets like nuclear codes and start telling the truth on time. Next up, schools. Portland Public Schools is facing a $50 million shortfall for the 2026-2027 academic year. Cuts have already hit, the calendar's shorter, positions are gone, and 288 more jobs are on the chopping block. Potential closures are on the table. State lawmakers are saying show better educational outcomes before you get more cash. Parents and teachers fire back that you can't raise outcomes on starvation budgets. And listen, back in my day, people had fucking standards. Cutting your way to excellence is not a plan, it's a punchline. Here's the distilled truth. If you want better reading, math, attendance and mental health support. You need staff in classrooms, counsellors on site, stable schedules, libraries open and buses running. Not promises, not pep talks. Money and execution. I shouldn't have to say this, but here we fucking are. If you're serious about kids, fund the damn system and measure outcomes like adults, not political props. Otherwise, stop feigning shock when the results crater. Alright, let's keep this train wreck rolling. Mayor Keith Wilson has rolled out a $1.24 billion budget for the Community and Economic Development Service area. There's a 7% cut overall. Climate programs and tree permitting take hits, while graffiti abatement and business marketing get more juice. The big picture is to cover a $163 million general fund gap while trying to pump life back into the city's economic heartbeat. Specifics. There's a proposed $1 million for graffiti abatement and more muscle behind downtown marketing and business support. Meanwhile, climate and urban forestry eat the cuts. Look, I get the downtown reality. Boards on windows, storefronts limping along, foot traffic sagging. You want to clean walls, boost footfall, help small shops. I'm listening. Hell yeah, now we're talking. But if you're slashing tree permitting and climate programs while the summers keep turning into blowtorches, you better show receipts on how today's cuts won't cost us triple in 5 years. Don't trade long-term stability for a quick headline and a ribbon cutting. To be fair, some of this actually makes sense. A cleaner, safer, louder downtown pulls people back, which helps revenue, which funds services. Respect where it's due. But if you sideline climate and urban forestry, you're inviting hotter streets, flooded basements, and pricier fixes later. Balance, mate. Show the plan, show the metrics, show what gets better next quarter and what doesn't rot 10 years from now. Otherwise, it's just more budget theatre, and I've had it with this fucking nonsense. Quick recap while my blood pressure stabilises. Treatment centre shuts down for good after an abrupt halt. Patients got tossed into chaos and the state is digging in. Home Forward switches captains under a cloud of travel scrutiny. Get those units filled and keep the receipts clean. City Council unspools a $21 million oops in housing funds. Communication bottlenecks are not a governance strategy. PPS stares down a $50 million cut. Outcomes won't improve by magic. The mayor's budget trims green stuff while pumping graffiti cleanup and marketing. Some of that's smart, some of it needs a hell of a justification. And that's today's dose of reality from Loud and Local with Vixie Steele in Portland. Go do something useful and tune in tomorrow.